Today is Friday, March 4th, 2022. This is technically my third day in Korea and my second day in quarantine. I have a lot to catch you up on, but let's just start with how I got here. And we'll call this Memo 4. So on Tuesday, March 1st, I started in Columbus. I was at the airport at like 4 in the morning, and my plane finally took off at 6:30 a.m. Landed in Detroit at 7:11 in the morning, and I hung out at Detroit's airport for 5 hours. I didn't sit at my gate until it was closer to boarding time, and when I arrived, there was someone there to check your temperature, and you had to show your negative COVID-19 PCR test and fill out like a health declaration form, and also try to download like a self-quarantine app. And then I was allowed to board the biggest plane I've ever been on in my life. Before we took off, they gave you like a traveler declaration form and some type of arrival card to fill out. And they gave you like, some headphones, like a sleep mask. You get like a pillow and a blanket, and you got your own little screen in front of you. And they gave you also like these cheap little slippers. My girl Kalea told me that Delta got some pretty nice movie selections, and she was not lying. So between that and these anime shows I downloaded, I was set on entertainment, honestly. About an hour or so into the flight, they served food. It was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. A few hours later, they came around with some snacks. And this is when I took a break from my shows and started playing some games on the screen. And a few hours later after that, we got breakfast, I guess. Egg, cheese, biscuit thing, some fruit, and some yogurt. And I remember falling asleep when there was like 6 hours left in the flight. And so then when I woke up, we were pretty much almost there. Like there was like an hour left. We finally landed in Incheon Airport, and there was quite a few people on the flight. So the lines to get through like the health check, customs, immigration and stuff, they were kind of long, but everything moved pretty smoothly. I could talk more in depth about that later if you want to know more, but it did take a little bit. And so when all that was finally finished, I was finally able to get my bags. And real quick, there's a funny story about how I kind of got confused at the airport, but just know that I had to take a taxi from the airport to the Gwanmyang station for the KTX train. Once I got to the station, I had to go to a specific section to buy my ticket and be seated in a specific section in the train, because anyone who came from a foreign flight had to be kind of quarantined from the rest of the train. The train ride took 2 hours to get all the way to Pohang, and then I took another taxi from the Pohang station to my apartment. I think I got into my apartment around 11:30 at night, and I've been at my apartment ever since because I am quarantining. So now I'm going to show you how I'm living.